You know that feeling. When you're holding a cup of coffee and your hand starts to tremble just a little. Not from age, from the weight of everything you're carrying. The news, the expectations, the phone calls you dread returning, the stack of magazines you promised yourself you'd read, the guilt over not calling someone back quicker. After 60, life whispers a quiet truth that most people never say out loud. You don't have to carry all of it. In fact, you have permission to put most of it down. This is the subtle art of choosing what to ignore, and it might just be the most liberating skill you never learned. Think about your front porch. Not the one in the photos, the real one. That old rocking chair that creaks a little. The potted plant that you water only when it rains. That pile of leaves you keep meaning to sweep but never do. Now, imagine spending an entire afternoon there, not doing a single thing you should do. Just being. That small act is a declaration. You're choosing to ignore the list. And the list will wait. It always does. That's the first movement, giving yourself permission to leave things undone. Not out of laziness, but out of wisdom. Because your presence, right there, still and noticing the light change, is worth more than any checkbox. Now think about the people in your life, not the ones you talk to every day. Think about the ones who drain you. Maybe it's the old friend who only calls to complain, the relative who reminds you of every mistake you made 30 years ago, the neighbor who needs your help with every little thing. Ignoring them doesn't mean being rude. It means saying no to one thing so you can say yes to something deeper. Maybe that deeper thing is a quiet morning, a walk where you hear the birds, a conversation with someone who actually listens. You're allowed to protect your peace. It's not selfish, it's stewardship. Your energy is sacred now. Spend it wisely. And then there are the stories you tell yourself. The ones that whisper, you should have done more. You should be busier. You should be different. Those stories come from a world that doesn't understand this season of life. You don't have to believe them. You can ignore the voice that says you're running out of time. Instead, you can look out the window at the tree that's been there longer than you have. It doesn't rush. It just stands and grows. That's your model, not the world's frantic clock, the patient tree. So here's your small, concrete step. Tonight, write down one thing you'll ignore tomorrow. Just one. A phone call you won't return. A task you'll let sit. A thought you'll release. Then put the list in a drawer and don't look at it. You're practicing the art. And the art begins with one gentle, loving no. If this quiet permission spoke to you, consider subscribing so we can keep exploring this beautiful, lighter way of growing older together.